Hello, welcome back. I'm still Steve. Okay, I came up with one idea. Did you come up with anything? Let me know. You would think we need to be able to move around. Yeah, that can happen. Here we go. Let's pick a random number. Maybe 55190235, maybe? Spoiler alert. So I'll test out my idea, see if there's anything to it. I will be curious to see whether the Kryn are in the same places as we left them, or whether they will have returned. Good old Samco. Where would we have been without them? And don't forget about those transporters. Something tells me they might be cool. Let's have another look. Once again, empty. Oh, wait. There's a lever. Forget the idea. Let's try this thing. So we were able to click forward to go down the tube the other way. But we had to click the lever, or something that is very much like one in spirit, to go this way. We can go back that way too. Let's go further. I think some amount of thinking could have led us to that. We are in Mother Brain's chamber, folks. Excuse me. Maybe, we don't know what this is. Thankfully, we have more than 0% oxygen, although you think we would be needing to use our oxygen, wouldn't you? Well, that looks like a perfect place to put a Gino Andrews single. Well, folks, the game's interface is telling us now is the time. Do your due diligence, my friend. Maybe it can. Yeah, it's a slight excuse, I suppose. Oh. It just explodes on sight like that, and we're fine? Okay, what do we get? The Environ cartridge. That's one of the things that we needed. Are we going to need to find all 4 of them? Yeah. Alright. So let's go on around this way then. We only had 1 explosive charge. There's the sword. Okay. So do we have to use different ways of getting into all these things? Is it finally time for the metal bar? Your time will come, metal bar. Okay, hopefully these would all be things that we would have to have by this point. Yes, a hammer, that's perfect. What else would we have to have? Well, we can give a lot of these things away in the Aztec place. We should have used the explosive on the sword because swords are usually sharp. That is true, Lexi. And there is... That actually looks like the cheese girl, but what is it? Yeah, exactly, Tom. But we weren't able to see in the first one, were we? And that's just a melon. That's alright, you get credit for having independently come up with the answer. Alright, let's try that then, shall we? I wonder what would have happened if we... I mean, are we just truly stuck now? Is having saved our game what would have doomed us? And there is the Aztec thing. Okay, let's restore our game then. Just try that. Wait a second, these are out of alphabetical order now. How is that allowed to happen? Hey. Yoink. Richard the First sword. We actually have it in our possession this time. We weren't allowed to take it earlier. This is the sword of Richard the Lionheart. It was probably used by him during the Third Crusade. What if it's not sharp? What if it's ornamental? It's ceremonial. Thankfully, that did not destroy the sword.
Cheese girl!
So it is a cheese girl. Is that just an Easter egg right before the end of the game?
Cheese girl!
We can't take it. So, you know. Are we gonna pop this thing? By accident? No, we're good. What is it? Oh, this is the sculpture. Self-Awareness is an interactive sculpture credited to Kenneth Farnstein. But was it Kenneth's or was it Arthur's? Oh, we can put it back? Can we put other stuff in there? Yeah, so I didn't get that our mission was actually to just retrieve the artifacts. I guess we're really taking matters into our own hands. The Codex Atlanticus. Leonardo da Vinci's Codex on Flight. It contains all of his thoughts, observations, and theories on the subject, as well as dozens of theoretical designs for flying machines. Cool. Of all the things I've done in this game, scrolling through my inventory has come closest to cramping my hand. Mayan puzzle box. This is the ornate Mayan puzzle box from the natural caverns below Chichen Itza. And this time it's not killing us as much as it did earlier. Okay, is that all four things? We got the puzzle box. We got the sword. We got the... sculpture. Could go for some watermelon too, yes. Okay, once again, sculpture, puzzle box, sword. Is the biochip the one we're missing? The The sword is from Gaillard, puzzle box is from Chichen Itza, the sculpture is from Farnstein's lab, and the sword is from Gaillard? That's all 4, isn't it? Our evidence chip usually beeps when there's evidence. The Environ container, right. Oh, did we not get that? Is that why I'm not seeing it? Sorry, I really confused myself over it. Because we've been going clockwise. Yes. Yes, that was one of the things. The Environ chip came from the Aztec region, though. Oh, I see, yes. They both came from the Aztec region. So we have Environ, we have puzzle blocks, we have the sword. We have the Da Vinci Codex. There it is. What was that called in my inventory? Just Codex? Codex Atlanticus, there we go. Okay, I wonder if we will face resistance when we leave. We gotta get out of here, man. Uh-oh. We're animationless. That's sometimes a sign of anything. We can't escape. We can't jump. What do we do? Do we combine them all and make a time machine? Wish our translation chip would just stay on. There was no lever available that time that I could see. I'll show you again. Oh yeah, there is. It's right there. All right, let's use it. Because there's no such thing as up or down in this world. Do we need to use our cloak again? Let's find out. We can't move, so I guess that means we do have to cloak. We could hit this, but we don't want to hit this. Huh. We have no other options. Oh, shoot. We did have to wait long enough. We got smacked by a Kryn, folks. Unless there was something else we needed to do to prepare. Best way to die. It could be something other than cloaking. Alright, let's give it a good minute this time. The thing is, he comes straight at us. So he's gonna smack us no matter what, isn't he? What else would we do? Can we scan our inventory? We can't even look through our inventory when we're cloaked. Patience. I don't know if I believe it. I feel like it must be something else. Additional note, I'm so glad we didn't try to complete the game last time. I would have been delirious. do we do? There he comes. That seemed unprompted. Okay, let's actually read. Captured and imprisoned. What else could we have done? Metal bar. It's just that we never used the metal bar. Why didn't we ever use the metal bar? See, watch the interface here. Did we use it? It happened quickly that time. How does this work? There's no other way out or around or to modify the way the transporter works or anything like that, is there? We can't slice these things. No idea what dictates when they come. But last time we cloaked and they did pass us by, we were in this position. So this should be fine. Maybe we never have to go that way. Then what do? We're out of options. Unless there's something that we missed in the treasure room. No, we can't. When we reach this point, all directions are disabled. And we can't touch the lever. We've been cloaked for well over a minute, so I'm going to deactivate it again. Why did I want to believe it was the Mayan puzzle box? We can't hit that. Oh! We can slice it. There we go. Sorry, dude, you're cut off. Now we can go. Not sure why we couldn't just have gone the first time. Richard the First might be proud. Hard to say. That did feel a little bit forced, though. It just made us deduce. 5 meters. Uh-oh.
Why are you here? I believe we... No. 5. So, did you find what you came for? Somehow I suspect you have. We have also found what we have searched for. You cannot imagine what the secret you carry in that suit of yours mean to my race. A means to correct the handicap that has plagued us since our patrons lifted us from the waters so many centuries ago. A mixed blessing. To be taken from a universe over which you have achieved complete mastery and shown another much greater to be given the opportunity to build a bolder future. But Lynn's notice my race is already there. For 15 generations, my race has been trying to catch up. You have brought us a tool with which to correct the evolutionary oversight, which left us swimming when we should have been collecting stars, with races who now call themselves our elders. We can learn much from that suit you're wearing. Transporting it off you will leave you without protection from our environment. It shames you, you will die.
Anything else we can do here? Can't do anything else while cloaked. But it seems that we're safe. Or are we? Let's see if we can move. Nope. But we can maybe use items. Alright. We got further. That was the ambassador himself. Yeah. Okay, so the puzzle before us is at least clear, right? We have a moment to use a new item in the transporter pod. Again, what can we use? Richard's sword, the Mayan puzzle box, the Environ chamber. What is it called? Environ... I don't even remember what it does. For that matter, where is it? Did I not get it before saving? Holy heck! Yeah, that was just Agent 5's message to us. Or maybe the game didn't register it somehow. That kind of thing has happened a little bit. We have a hammer. We have the metal bar. Animationless. Animationless! That's convenient. Okay, let's prepare. Do we have anything organic? No, it's only going to transport inorganic stuff. and this plays automatically. Cloaking isn't gonna help us. Unless it is, I don't know.
Why are you here? I believe we... No. 5.
Those are the prosthetic limbs, I guess. That's pretty cool.
So, did you find what you came for? Somehow I suspect you have. We have also found what we have searched for. You cannot imagine what the secret you carry in that suit of yours mean to my race. A means to correct the handicap that has plagued us since our patrons lifted us from the waters so many centuries ago. A mixed blessing. To be taken from a universe over which you have achieved complete mastery and shown another much greater to be given the opportunity to build a bolder future. But with limbs like this, my race is already there. For 15 generations, my race has been trying to catch up. You have brought us a tool with which to correct the evolutionary oversight, which left us swimming when we should have been collecting stars, with races who now call themselves our elders. We can learn much from that suit you're wearing.
I wonder if we can just use the bar to
Will leave you without protection from our environment.
push the button
It
again.
changed you.
Is it possible? I guess it's not the bar. It's not the box. Is it the sculpture? Is it the hammer? I'm gonna try the cloak again, just for the heck of it. We'll give it a whole minute. The metal bar can finally shine. Yep, except it didn't. Okay, I need ideas, folks. Balcony key, blank biochip. Nothing there, it's not gonna do anything for us. Evidence, do we still have it all? Yes, we do. Files, interface. Doesn't help us translate. We could have this on this time around to see if it makes a difference, but I doubt it will. The bloody arrow has blood, which is organic. What do you think? But it's possible we could be here without the arrow. So it probably isn't right. The burned out core. Non-lethal amounts of gamma radiation? Ah! There it is, right there. There's our answer, folks. Will interfere with transport beams. Very good. I approve of this solution. What are we going to do after interfering with the transport beams? Will he become scared of us? It never warned us about the one guard that was right behind a door that was willing to kill us in Chateau Gaillard. Why didn't their suit warn us about him?
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
No. 5.
I don't know if I believe this guy could storm out of a conference. He seems a little more malevolent. Why are you here?
So, did you find what you came for? Somehow I suspect you have. We have also found what we have searched for. You cannot imagine what the secret you carry in that suit of yours mean to my race. A means to correct the handicap that has plagued us since our patrons lifted us from the waters so many centuries ago. A mixed blessing. To be taken from a universe over which you have achieved complete mastery and shown another much greater to be given the opportunity.
That's probably the music he wishes could be playing while he's swinging us around to our doom here. Yes, we understand your motivations, sir. Yes, your world is very cool.
job.
Yes, you don't care for the color orange, we know. Fortunately, my interface has plenty of that.
Oversight, which left us swimming when we should have been collecting stars, with races who now call themselves our elders. We can learn much from that suit you're wearing. Transporting it off you will leave you without protection from our environment. It shames you, you will die.
Ow. Sorry, bud. We swam faster there. Looks like we've trapped you. Okay. Yeah, his voice is fine. Now we need to use something else on you. Maybe not. Okay. So, this is a lot of rapid fire expectations here. And each of them were expected to do like within seconds, even though you... Anyway. Okay, what do we do? What should we do? Should we free him? Should we use something else on him? Can we free him? Nope. Can we cloak? Then he'll get out and maybe not be able to see us? Or is it like one of those things where the cloak waits? Okay, too bad we can't spend a little more time looking through our inventory. He's in the transport pod. I guess we could hit the button. Can we reach the button? That might be it. Yep, we can. There we go. Oh, it takes off his prosthetics. Perfect. Oh boy. Let's see if we can get out of here. Good solution, wow.
Order! Has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor. We, the jury, find Gage Blackwood innocent on all accounts.
Congratulations, the evidence that you gathered was instrumental in effecting your future self's release. Repeated efforts to locate Agent 3 have been unsuccessful, so she just got away, I guess. As no signature from her involuntary time jump has been detected by TSA chronolog scanners. Got it. After a lengthy investigation, Ambassador Icarus, that was the one we just defeated, was found to be acting without the approval of the Kryn government and was dismissed from duty. Nevertheless, the elder races of the Symbiotry have resolved to keep the Kryn under close scrutiny. However, there's just one loose end remaining to be tied up. You get the feeling this is where they ran out of money? Right here? Anyway.
Well, I have to say that even I'm impressed. I've been cleared of any wrongdoing, and the Kryn have been expelled from the Symbiotry. Now there's just one thing left to do. You can't stay here, but sending you back with knowledge of the future will cause a temporal distortion loop. So that leaves us with only one option. Sorry, but...
Mind wipe initiated.
Whoa. Did you ever get the feeling of deja vu?
Congratulations, history is safe again. Paragon Medal for Valorous Service. Of course, it'll be another 10 years before you can enjoy it. That's very cool. Sorry, but you're gonna have to get blackout drunk so you don't remember any of this. Evaluation, okay. Critical evaluation. It's been saying that we got docked. Oh no, it didn't say we got docked for beating hands earlier. I was interpreting this as the demerit. We got 4 out of 4 here, 7 out of 7 here. Critical evidence, supporting evidence, right? Puzzle solved, all 20. Research bonus, 12 out of 15. Completion bonus, 2,000. Huh. Wonder what gets you that. We got awfully close to a perfect score, much closer than the first time. We did great. We did. All right, let's see what comes after this. Who's this dude? Oh, and then we get the credits and they're interactive. That's cool. Oh, I like that so much better than scrolling credits. Click name for more info. Oh, man. There is more info. It's already right here on the right. Let's click one. Wow, after 2 years, I'm exhausted and overwhelmed. The end was the most difficult, trying to deal with the excitement of almost being done and yet having to concentrate on actually finishing. That's not Baldwin, no, unless he's much younger. One thing that kept me going was the incredible graphics. Every time I finished a time zone and was getting discouraged with the idea of more BIT programming, I would look at the images for the next time zone. Talk about inspiration. That's what his voice is, by the way. Outside of the office, the support of my family kept me sane. I would especially like to thank my fiancée, Catalina, for her encouragement, understanding, and love throughout this project. Oh, this is good. No, no, no! Okay, we can get right back in. That's good. But I kind of like the music. Oh well. Yep. There's the mind behind much of it. And producer, I think he did the story too, yes? This is quite a collaboration then. Sanctuary Woods and Bandai Visual. I'd like to thank my friends and family for their support during the last 4 years. Starting Presto Studios and launching Journeyman and Buried in Time has been an incredibly draining experience. I would not have made it if it weren't for all your love and support. That's good. We got some sponsors here. Yep. Here's the cast. Michelle Scarabelli as Michelle Vizard. Matt Weinhold as voice of Arthur. Todd McCormick as Gage Blackwood. That's his real hair. Ray Uller as Mark Johnson. Then we have our other friends. William Doughton, Victor Navone. And Jack Baldwin is played by Daniel Mann. We got some guards. We got Gino as himself, of course. Frank Fatale as the Cheese Girl representative. Oh, Mel Hall played 2 characters. Amarak Station voice is Candace Apple. Castle Guard voice dubbing is Eric Thompson. Hello! And some special thanks, that's great. Monty Python is in there. Oh, that's nice. They got a nod for the reference. Oh, that's great. Well, there you have it, folks. We made it. Not much of a cinematic ending. No, there wasn't. Just that little bit with Gage, talking to Gage. That one was far more complicated. All right, closing the game out. I assume you can. I hope you can still hear me. Yes. No glitches in the audio there. And I think that we will put on a little background music. If we can get it. There you go. Well, here I am looking you in the eye, and by you I mean this chat window. It's been a long adventure. Just to tie things up, so Michelle Vizard was time jumped somewhere against her will. We don't know where. That was Agent 3. So I guess she got her comeuppance. And no sign of Arthur either. Looks like he's gone, although I guess he might be destined to inhabit her suit. He called it a virus, but it seems like he was trying to, dissuade suspicion that he was sacrificing himself. So maybe he's just himself and not a virus. And he and Agent 3 get to live out their lives together forever. As far as Gage's last little monologue, that explains it, doesn't it? That explains how we can go back into the past, we can live through the future, and become the Gage Blackwood that eventually recruits us. So, future Gage is a hero. in that he cares about continuity. Smart guy. Agent 3 wanted to mind wipe us, and we managed to escape that, it would seem. But Gage, us, did mind wipe us. And I guess we would have gone along with it since we were him and we would have shared his opinions. So, this has been more of an adventure than just a game. It was also an exercise in installing Windows, buying some new hardware, dealing with the hardware, and combating that awful bug at Chateau Gaillard. But we did get through it. We got through all of it. I ended up playing here comfortably on the Mac, using my own peripherals, preferred things, and we got around the bug. This was the sequel to the original Journeyman project, which means that I have now played the entire series, start to finish. Not in that order. What I haven't played is the original Journeyman project before it was remade into Pegasus Prime. But I will watch that at some point. It really evolved into something good. This game, when I saw it, number 2 out of 3, I was surprised to see that some of the reviews on GOG were not just positive, but superlative. People were saying that out of the 3, this is the good one. Coming to it from, in hindsight like this, having played 3 first, 3 is the one I grew up with and loved. And I believe it achieved some of what was good about it because it ditched some of the more annoying tendencies that carried through 1 and 2. You can't die in 3. You don't run into bad endings all the time. Most or all of the puzzles make sense, and they let you complete them at your own pace. There were a couple I got stuck on, but I eventually got them. I don't think I had to look anything up. I mean, dying is annoying but understandable, but if a game is going to cause you to die because you walk off a cliff, and you walk off the cliff because you can't see that it is a cliff because it is a game, I think that's kind of a problem. The suit did warn us that there's a 145 meter drop or whatever, but then you're still allowed to do it. Would Gage have thrown himself off a cliff? Like, if we were really there, he wouldn't have been stopped by his conscience or by his survival instincts? Anyway, Buried in Time was more expansive than the first. There was certainly a lot more to explore. There were 4 time jump areas instead of 3. And they were all pretty big. And on top of those 4, there was the final stretch. It was rather epic that we got to learn so much about the other races and then eventually visited one of their homeworlds. That is huge. That's way more than we got in the first game. Gage doesn't have survival instincts. He's evolved past them. Survival instincts are for primitive humans like us. And there were only robots in the first game as enemies. We didn't even have aliens in those days to be our villains. We only had alien friends, like Sir Rollins, who they were trying to make contact with us. So, what else can we say? The literary depth of this game was very impressive. We had to, once again, we had to study the literature to understand what to do in the game. So this is the kind of game that might not appeal to someone who just wants to bash on and play and not really read. But it seems that for a well-rounded game, made to appeal to the intelligence and worldliness of people, even fictional worldliness, this kind of a thing is applaudable. The dramatic scenes, the newscaster and everything, that was good. All a little bit campy, only so believable, but they did pretty well with it.
Kids these days get aliens as enemies. We only had robots.
Robot, I'm sending you to destroy whatever. That's Elliot Sinclair, that's my impression. What about you? Any other comments about this game? Did you like 1 or 2 more? It's too bad our old friend is now our enemy. She was willing to sacrifice us I mean, did she have no remorse? There are other agents that she wasn't such good friends with. Was she even our friend? Maybe not. I don't know. I love the extensive literature, says Lexi. And Arthur. Man, did Arthur enhance that game or what? What a cool character. You need a little more hand-holding in a game like this, especially when it's as clunky as it would have been without Arthur. That would have made a huge difference. And he was more than an AI. He really was a friend, I think. Yeah, she didn't want to frame us, but she had to, but we didn't even really get the sense, like, she wasn't shedding a tear while she was talking about it, while she was sharing her evil plan like villains do. She's just like, why am I even telling you this? I'm going to mind wipe you anyway. And then we were mind wiped. She had bigger ideas. Yeah. Are those all of my thoughts on this game? Once again, I would also give a nod to all of the thinking through the time travel stuff and coming up with the concept of ripples versus distortion waves. That is very cool, and it kind of addresses some of the nitpickable loose ends that you get when you talk about time travel. Still, the clunkiest thing about time travel, I think, is that if you have an item from an area, the item just isn't in the area. That's kind of a contradictory thing that I guess you just can't get around without really getting way more complex. The bloody arrow in the guard's back had to ignore the rule entirely. I guess they could have made it so that you need to ditch the bloody arrow, otherwise the guard will kill you on sight. That might have been cool. The game hasn't been afraid to inject that kind of inconvenience. And they could have made it so that if your items were not deemed worthy for the Chichen Itza trials, that they were returned. That would have been just fine as far as I'm concerned. The guard had to die, but the arrow has to be had, right? And they gave you one place to ditch the arrow, which was at the Aztec trials. But, if something can only be in one place at one time, you'd think that Gage transporting back to the future and finding us couldn't have happened because we couldn't have been in two places at one time. But... An archer probably has more than one arrow. Oh, that's a good point. So maybe it's just one fewer in his quiver every time, every iteration. The thing is, which timeline counts as the real one, that ripples forward? Does the archer just suddenly look back and have only one out of 10 arrows left because we've jumped 9 times? I can do it 9 times. The Gaillard puzzle was pretty good. We accounted for everything in there. I believe that we never used the metal bar. I wouldn't have minded if we'd had to use the metal bar to hit the button that makes the Kryn ambassador shy away. And the other species were so cool. I wish we got to see more of them. When did we use the bar? Am I just forgetting? Why do you think we used the bar? Did we use the bar? I put it into one of the Chichen Itza alcoves to see if it was worthy of anything, but it wasn't. That's one place where we used it. And they had to make up a lot of little video segments for that. They had to account for every item we could put in. I also apologize, we never used the Gino Andrews single. And it seems that what we were supposed to do was put it into our own entertainment system. Also, Gage had a nice house in this game, which is very nice. That must mean that we're upgrading from our apartment soon enough, even though the apartment was nice too. So that does mean that future Gage, who originally contacted us, had all of our memories, but didn't because they were wiped. But he did have our experiences. He would have any scars that we got. I don't think we used the bar. I'll look it up. And maybe I'll go listen to the Gino Andrews song on my own. Also, these games tend to have Easter eggs, by the way. but they're like explicit Easter eggs, so you need to hold like an Easter egg button, like the E key, while you click on certain things. I'm not sure if this game has some, but I will reveal now that it won't mess with anything, that the first game, Journeyman Project 1, Pegasus Prime, it was called Fond Memories, I think, or maybe that was the album. Journeyman Project Pegasus Prime, as an Easter egg, get this, shield your ears if you don't want to hear this, has Arthur in it. And I had to look this up. No, I didn't look it up. I went to the Journeyman Project website, which is still live, by the way, from 2 decades ago. And it tells you in plain English, once you've completed the game, I think it gives you a little bit of a walkthrough if you need one, that you can press and hold the E key to click on stuff to get some Easter eggs. And so I did this experimentally, and they sort of let on that Arthur was in there in a secret location. So it's like the Space Jam website, yes, perhaps. And Starship Titanic's website is still up there, by the way. Just a reminder to check that if you haven't done. So I found that if I clicked the food dispenser in Gage's apartment, instead of ordering a glass of, electrolyte heavy liquid or whatever, it dispenses a giant cornbread, and then within the cornbread is Arthur. And I think all they're doing is using clips they had lying around of Arthur. So it's a little more random what Arthur says, but Arthur is there, and you can proceed through the game with him. I haven't really done that. I played around a little bit, and then I left it. So I think the things he just says are a little bit more random, but there you go. That's a piece of trivia. I don't know, maybe I'll put up a sleeping bag around me and go and play through the old game one more time.